What's up, my people? It's your boy Magai here back with another video. So today, we got the Fox News lawsuit is wild. Um, with the Joy Taylor and Skip Bayless. This is different. All right, this is different. We're gonna get into some little juicy information. Now, I already know a good amount of the lawsuit. I kind of wanted to get my little 2 cent in a little bit, you know what I mean? Just so I can hear my point, and then I can hear y'all points on this situation, and we go from there. All right, let's get straight to the video, man.
So, a workplace can have some very interesting dynamics, especially when said workplace involves both men and women interacting on a daily basis who are at different levels of power. And
No
today I
cap.
have a story for you guys that involves alleged cheating, workplace harassment, and promises of promotions and other favors for sex. Fox Sports has been sued by a
Okay,
hairstylist who claims that Skip Bayless, Joy Taylor, and their vice president Charles Dixon were all doing dirty things behind the scenes,
which is
alleging that they
crazy.
all abused their power in one way or another, and that she was affected directly by their actions while working with and for them between 2016.
And this is how it be. This is how it be. You see, when you're telling one person all this information, right? And and that one person gets stabbed in their back, you don't think they're not gonna use what you told, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's little stuff like that. Now they fired this one lady, and now she's like, oh, y'all want to fire me for what y'all got that's so corrupt? But like I said, I'm gonna keep it going so y'all can get y'all little 2 cent in.
And 2024 on various Fox Sports programs. This lawsuit refers to the plaintiff as Miss Faraji, saying that she started working at Fox back in 2012, but didn't become a full-time employee until 2016, when she was assigned to the show Undisputed, which was seen as a successor to First Take. In
Hmm.
March of that year, Faraji claims to have met Joy Taylor,
I mean, he is just butchering this lady name, but we're gonna let that go. We're
who
gonna
is
let
the
that go.
sister of NFL Hall of Famer Jason Taylor. At the time, she was a bartender and a small time radio host looking to break into the entertainment industry. And Faraji claims that she accomplished this by essentially sleeping her way to the top. Faraji says that when they first met, Joy would ask her to hang out outside of work, and she was typically accompanied by the vice president of Fox, Charlie Dixon. And that
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Faraji quickly put together that the two had an intimate relationship despite them both being married. Though at the time that she met him, Faraji claims that she did not know who Mr. Dixon was. And once she
Crazy.
did discover his position of power, she warned Joy about the potential dangers of being in that type of relationship.
It
1 month
is.
later, Undisputed was announced as a blockbuster program for Fox, and many were shocked as Joy, who had little to no experience, was given the nod to be the moderator of this new show.
Okay, so we'll cover this at rehearsal.
Um, Crazy, ain't it? Crazy what cat can do for you, man. Crazy what cat can do for you. Wow. How I look at it is, I don't know how they're gonna do this. Obviously Fox is gonna have to pay her something for her to like hush money. It's gonna be hush money. I feel like the case is gonna slowly die down. They're gonna pay her to hush it up, and it's just gonna just get like, swept under the rug. That's how I think this is gonna go. I don't think anybody's gonna get charged with anything crazy. Fox is gonna get charged with something if they don't give her, like, just, oh, we'll give you this type of money to just let it go type deal. Um, but I don't know. I feel like that's how it's gonna go. It's gonna be by hush money. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is not even. This is just the beginning. But let's continue.
See there, Joy.
Skip Bayless, you ready to make television history?
Hey, partner. Pretty great, huh?
It's awesome.
And Faraji felt that Joy got this position because of her intimate relationship with the vice president.
Joy, congratulations to you for being a third of this trio. I know you're going to do your job exceptionally well.
And even claims that once Joy's husband found out about the alleged affair, he immediately broke things off with her and threatened to go public with the information if
Mm-mm-mm.
Dixon did not pay him everything that he had spent on their wedding deposits. That man said,
Wow.
I'm leaving here with something. The next
Yeah,
year in 2017, she even claims that Dixon
that
tried to
hush
make a
money.
move on her at Joy Taylor's birthday party, where she says that he groped her ass. Miss Faraji did not know who to turn to, but as she knew Miss Taylor was sleeping with Mr. Dixon, she turned to her. Surprisingly, Miss Taylor's response was, "Get over it," and explained that she herself only had her job because of Mr. Dixon, and that Miss Faraji only had her job because Miss Taylor had requested her. She warned that Mr. Dixon could easily take both away. And this was a stark contrast from how Joy publicly presents her journey in the industry.
You have to constantly reaffirm that you are good enough, that you belong there, and then always prove it. So I would just always say you gotta do twice the work to get half the opportunity. But that, to me, the mentality I've always had on it is that just gonna make me better. So that's why I'm excellent. I couldn't be average. I couldn't be okay. I couldn't be late. I
It's
couldn't
crazy how this
be.
world works, man.
I couldn't say no. Now I do.
And you know what's crazy? All this just went over my head. Cause you gotta look at it at a broad statement. People obviously saw that there's no way she just got this just out of her knowledge of sports. I mean, this flew over my head, completely over my head. You gotta think about it. I mean, a complete sports analyst show, um, a random woman comes out of nowhere. I mean, and we and nobody heard of her. You gotta think about it. Nobody heard of her before this. I mean, it flew over my head. You gotta think about it, cause it's like she came out of nowhere. They add her to the show. I mean, has she done any analyst work before that? No. So I mean, of course it's gonna be like, what's going on here? Like I said, this flew over my head because I ain't think of it like that deep. But you cannot tell me that 5J is lying here. Y'all can't tell me she lying here because it's like, you know what I mean. When you put two and two together and you look at back in her recent form of work, it just don't add up. It don't. You cannot just be a sports analyst after you was just a bartender. It just don't work. it just don't add up. So it's like, you know what I mean? Somebody lying here, and we know who. You know what I mean?
And this really kind of set the stage for the next 8 years, as sexual favors for career opportunities would become an alleged running theme at Fox Studios. She says that Joy Taylor actually did the same thing in sleeping with Emmanuel Acho to help secure her spot on her show called Speak that aired back in 2022.
I will be
Mm-mm-mm.
joined by the one and only Joy Taylor, the greatest female opinionist on television. Joy Taylor, why are you so excited about the show?
I'm excited because I'm the oldest on the show, so I have to give all the lectures and be right. And we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
In approximately February 2020, Ms. Taylor asked Ms. Fahari to meet her for lunch in Beverly Hills. When Ms.
Mm-mm-mm.
Faraji arrived, she found Mrs. Taylor with a man, Emmanuel Acho. Fahari did not know
Oh my
Acho, but could
gosh.
tell that the two were romantically involved. A few months after me and Acho at lunch, Fahari noticed him in the hallway at work. Fahari later asked Joy Taylor if Acho
I'm sorry. He butchering he butcher. I mean, I don't know if I'm saying it wrong or he just butchering it. I don't know. It just sound wrong. I'm sorry. It just sound mad wrong. But let's get back into it. My bad.
worked
My bad.
at Fox, and Joy confirmed and explained that she wanted Acho to eventually recommend her on the show Speak for Yourself, which ended up being Speak. Fahadi
Hmm.
became alarmed and warned Miss Taylor that she should not sleep with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Acho at the same time, as Mr. Dixon is a very powerful man that may become very angry. Mrs. Taylor
Mm-mm-mm.
told her not to worry about it. She explained that she is also now powerful, and once Mr. Dixon was no longer useful to her, she will follow through on her plan to tell the company that he forced himself on her. She would not allow herself to be forced out by Mr. Dixon like other women talent.
Wow. Wow. She listened. She gave her opinion, and she told. I mean, you can't like this is not something that just coming out of your like this is not just coming something that's just coming out of her armpit. I mean, this is information that was told of her. I mean, she gonna get bank out of this law. I ain't gonna lie, she gonna get mad bank out of this lawsuit. There's no way she's not. There's no way she's not. This is crazy. And like and as we're and no one and it just flew over so many people's head. Cause it's like, where is she coming from? Obviously, she learned how to analyzed sports throughout the years that she's done this. So I mean, you feel me? Women are sneaky and powerful on their own, man. It's crazy work out here. It's crazy. I don't even know how to really say this, like, you know what I mean?
Now, I want to be beyond clear here when I say these are all allegations, but if this is true, and Joy's plan was to say that this man forced himself upon her once shit hit the fan and their intimate relationship came to light, that is one of the most insane statements I've ever heard. And when word started to get out around the office about her allegedly sleeping her way to promotions, HR did question Faraji about this, and basically her speaking her version of the truth was the beginning of the end of her employment at Fox, as she says she
Mm.
began to be ostracized by Joy Taylor. Now when it does come to Joy, this is where her part of the lawsuit is concluded. The other big player here is obviously Skip Bayless, who
Wow.
Faraji says developed deep feelings for her over the years, and that he expressed these feelings multiple times to no avail.
Wow.
Faraji says that when she first met Skip, he would discuss his life, his work at Fox, and other innocuous matters. However, soon after the weekly haircut started, Mr. Bayless began finding excuses to touch Faraji. He would give her lingering hugs after each haircut, putting his body against her own, pressing against her breast. He then began to
Am I surprised? Am I surprised about Skip? I mean, no. Am I? I'm not surprised at all. I mean, you could look at him and kind of tell that he would do something like that. I guess this is all alleged. This is all alleged, but I just don't feel like information like this just is made up. It's too detailed and to the T to where for me to not believe it. I'd be shocked if this was all made up. Is it? I highly doubt it. But
kiss on her cheeks. Miss Faraji was uncomfortable by the physical contact and would make excuses to leave right after the haircuts, like saying she needed to pick her son up from school. She also claims that he would make suggestive comments about her body and how voluptuous she was.
oh
Over the years,
gosh.
Mr. Bayless continued to make advances on Faraji, lingering hugs, kisses on the cheek, and inappropriate comments that he could change her life if she would have sex with him. In
Oh
July
my goodness.
2021, Faraji developed issues with her left ovary and advised it could be cancer. With the fourth biopsy scheduled, she explained her situation to Mr. Bayless, hoping that he would take pity on her and cease his advances.
Wow.
Instead, Mr. Bayless told her that he wanted to be with her. Faraji panicked and began rambling that there were cameras everywhere, that she has a child, and that she does not want him. Mr. Bayless allegedly then grabbed her hands, began kissing them, and offered her $1.5 million to have sex. I mean, let's be honest, guys, 1.5 million bones for a one-night stand.
Is absolutely absurd. I mean, and Skip has a wife at that. Um, I mean, at the time, I think. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Just for some cat, you're giving up a milli? How desperate are you, bud? How desperate are you, Skip? How like I don't 1 milli. You gotta be like absurdly just that is insane.
Has to be the most insane tricking I've ever heard. Approximately 1 week later, Skip makes another advance at Miss Faraji. Faraji responds, "Skip, stop, you have a wife." And then Skip allegedly responds, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?"
Wow.
Faraji responded that her father was dead, and when Mr. Bayless looked taken aback, she made an excuse to leave. I mean, she really does make it sound like Skip was infatuated with her, saying that he became enraged when he was told by Mr. Dixon that she was having a sexual relationship with his co-host Shannon Sharp, something that she denies. Mr.
Wow.
Bayless responded, "I have love for you, and I have for 6 years, and you hurt me, and you are ruining this." Faraji again responded that she must be polite to all talent. Skip then implied that if he stopped requesting her, it would affect her job. Faraji responded that she is scheduled to work every morning at 5:45 a.m., and if he would like to get his hair done, he is welcome to sit in her chair. Mr. Bayless continued to threaten her job. Faraji knew that he was trying to pressure her into having sex with him, but she kept repeating that she was a professional that had to be kind to all the talent. So
Oh
she's
my
claiming
gosh.
that all these sick power games for sexual favors were being thrown around this workplace, and that most of the checks and balances that are supposed to be in place to make sure things like this do not happen were corrupted themselves. So the entire system was allegedly made to protect those doing the bad things and punish anyone who had something to say about it.
That is our reality. Sadly, that's our reality. When you don't have enough power, I mean, that happens. A lot of jobs are corrupt. I mean, is this surprising whatsoever? No, I'm just surprised that just went over my head this whole time. I should have, you know what I mean? Like it's just surprising how that went over my head this whole time. Like you gotta think about it. Her history and how and where she's at right now, it just don't make sense. You know what I mean? When you there's actual people like working their tail off to get to that point, actually analyzing and doing sports work, can't even get a touch of that. You know what I mean? It's surprising. It's surprising, man.
So obviously, this is a story that could involve the entire company, maybe even people who are not listed in this lawsuit once they get to digging, and it's my prediction that this woman is about to get paid.
Yeah.
And there's a saying in show business that the show must go on, and for Joy Taylor, I guess she was following this rule because only one day after being named in this lawsuit, she was back to host her program Speak. People noticed that she covered up her body. Okay, usually she's wearing some quite provocative clothing. And
Mm.
really pay attention to the three guys hanging out in the background. It's Michael Irvin, Paul Pierce, and Keyshawn. Just look at how far away they stay from her and how they just don't know what to do as they try and act like they don't know what the fuck is going on.
That was insane that they just went on to work as if nothing happened. I mean, that was hey, that was crazy. That was crazy. When I saw that they just continued on doing what they doing as if nothing happened is absolutely absurd. But power to them.
Welcome to Speak. I'm Joy Taylor here with
Look how
Keyshawn
awkward they
Johnson,
are.
Paul Pierce, and the playmaker Michael Irvin.
They're like, keep your distance, man. We're not getting caught up in this shit.
It's Victory Monday for some
They are
and
awkwardly standing there, boy.
I know my guy did not throw a pitch.
for some
Look at this.
and vacation
This is
Monday
awkward.
for us.
Yeah, you
That's
can tell
so
how awkward
fucking
this
funny.
is.
For the ones who did have Victory Monday,
And let me just say, I was a big fan of Joy on Undisputed. I think she did a great job, but maybe that was just me being a horny 21-year-old at the time. They said people shocked about Joy Taylor and Acho like they wasn't at the crib together. Yeah, I mean, this dude was at the crib with his socks off.
That's insane. All right, that's insane. Um, no socks. You're doing something. I mean, no socks, no socks, comfortable like that. You not doing. Hey, you're doing something. You're doing something.
Off. And you know, people have to start digging up the past when something like this comes out.
Of
And so they
course.
found this video, and people are saying, oh, this is outside of Joy Taylor's apartment. And this guy cannot stop smelling those hands.
Just got done with rehearsal for the new show Speak, and
Rehearsal, huh?
take a moment to shout out my co-host Joy Taylor. A woman, a black woman, daily show, sports. Do you all realize how hard it is to get into the position?
Yo,
that
they
she is
dragging it.
in?
They dragging it. Yo, okay, they dragging it. They dragging it. He was glazing right there. I'm not gonna lie. That was overly glazed. I mean, he wouldn't talk. He wouldn't talk. He wouldn't be talking like that about a man. If we're being honest, that was a little bit too much glaze. But that was a little drag. That was a little drag. But people. I mean, internet is the FBI, boy.
Oh, my finger. Just wait, in a second, this dude's gonna smell his thumb. He's a sick.
So often there's misogyny and sexism running rampant in sports, and we
Oh
don't
my
even
God.
care what women have to say in sports. But Joy is not only in the position on television as a woman, as a black woman, but as an
Glazing.
opinionist. So not just asking men what they think, but providing her own unique and distinct
Him doing that hand movement
insight.
just telling me he
It's
lying.
hard to do, and Joy, you have done it. So congratulations. Looking forward to working with you.
And it's funny, he's just going on and on about women
Glazing.
empowerment and how Joy is so
Glazing,
great. And
just
this
glazing.
alleged lawsuit comes out, and he's the one directly involved with like helping her allegedly get this promotion. for
Literally.
this alleged sexual favor. I mean, they were saying that box was undeniable. This guy was out here wishing her happy birthday, making a reel.
Come on. Yeah, like, come on. I would tune in here and there, so obviously this would go over our heads because it's like I don't even watch it for real. You feel me? I just go watch the highlights if I wanted to. You know what I mean? But yeah, come on. Wishing the girl happy birthday, telling woman in power. Like, come he was obviously hitting that. Obviously. Come on, man. A whole reel?
And you can't tell me, like, if you're not working with these people, you don't know what the is up.
Yeah,
Everyone always knew at work when their homeboy was hitting something. Fact.
literally,
I'm telling you guys, these types of videos now just look crazy.
That's
they
what I have
do.
to deal with, people. Like, just I'm over here focused on the show, and just I don't know what exactly she's doing.
Come on, come on. You cannot tell me this is just made up information. I'm sorry, and we got to keep it alleged, but like, be real, gang. Be real. You know what I mean? Like, it's no undeniable. Like, you cannot sit here and tell me this is this is cap. He made a whole reel.
Listen, somebody has to look good around here, okay?
Slick, you see that shade she threw at you, bro? Because you weren't talking to me.
That was everyone.
That guy said, I'm just trying to keep my job. Don't
Literally,
keep me out of that nasty shit.
Truly,
literally.
in the sports industry, I do not know anyone that is more impressive in every way, shape, or form than the one and only Joy Taylor, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. We're gonna now looking at this now. Yeah, yeah. I don't have much to say. I mean, like I said, Fajay is gonna get some type of good payout. All right, she gonna get some type of good payout for sure, 100%. She gonna get some type of good payout because brother,
This guy was in love, man.
literally,
They're saying that even Colin Coward low key knew.
Between Tampa and Los Angeles, it's like we got all. I mean, excuse me, two cities have
oh
glommed
wow,
all the champions.
Two
wow,
titties. No, though,
wow.
shout out to Colin. He was listed in this lawsuit because the woman did work on the herd because Joy was, present on there. And he was
Mm,
apparently a total gentleman. He treated everyone with absolute respect. All right, guys, so I'm
okay,
actually here on her Instagram page as I'm editing this video, and
okay.
I can't help but notice that these women were like legitimately friends. Like, look at all the pictures she has of Joy. I'm sure Joy low key put her
Wow.
on, more or less. And it's just like amazing to me because maybe she just thought she was like talking the cheese man with a hairdresser. Okay, I can't imagine my barber coming out, yo, these are the things he did.
That is some crazy work. That is some crazy. That's why I'm telling you, like the way she went with this lawsuit, it's to the T and perfect. I mean, she had unlimited amount of information because like he said, they were literally best friends. She had like unlimited information. I mean, unlimited tea. She gonna get some good pay out of this. I don't know. I don't know. She gonna get some crazy payout for this. There's no way she don't. Honestly,
I don't know, it just adds an extra element to me. Like, her whole Instagram could literally be mistaken for Joy Taylor's Instagram because of all
literally
the pictures and videos.
of her
And
doing
just
her
to get
hair.
close, I'm wondering what else happened in the background. Okay, they had this sort of falling out where she would throw her under the bus like this. I mean, this could ruin Joy Taylor's whole career. This could end her career, to be honest with you guys.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know,
I
guys.
don't I
This
don't
whole
think so.
situation has just been insane. I mean, this has obviously been a bombshell lawsuit. Would I be surprised if she slept her way up to the top? Absolutely not. Would I be
Literally.
surprised if some of these sick who are in charge would make that type of thing more or less mandatory if you want an opportunity? No, not at all. I think that that's likely happening in many industries
It
outside
literally
of
it's
entertainment as
normal.
well. But it must be pretty sad if you're like trying to get your career in media and you're climbing your way up the ranks and then you slowly start to realize that this is the game you kind of have to play. Not trying to throw Joy Taylor any bail here, especially if she was going to say like, yo, this guy forced himself upon me after she
That's
more or
that's
less used
crazy.
him for her opportunity's sake. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all of this down below.
um okay. My little take, my full take on this. My full rest of the take on this is um pretty much he said it to a T, but like he said, or am I surprised? No. I mean, it's a lot of corrupt. It's a lot of corruption in a lot of work environments. So this is nothing normal. Um, do I think her career is gonna get crushed by this? Probably not. The reason why I say this is because, like I said, the way there's if this lawsuit gets the gets to that higher up and gets him out of that office and clears house, I mean, then she did her perfect job. Do I think that's actually gonna happen? No, because he controls the whole thing. That Dixon dude controls the whole thing, so it's just not gonna happen. All right, it's not gonna happen. Like I said, she's gonna get paid. This is gonna get swept under the rug, and they're gonna call it a day. That's how I think it's gonna be. Sadly, that's how this world works. And when you got that much power, sadly, that's how it's gonna be. Now, it could go that other route, like I said. Dixon could get fired, or he might have to clear house, and that means she did her job. She's either way, she's gonna get paid. Fajay, she's gonna get paid regardless. But I don't know. I think that's my two choice my two the two routes on that. I feel like um she got too much information for this not to be true, to be made up. So, you know, that's my take on it. I don't like. I just think it was wrong, obviously, but it's a lot of workplaces in the world that this has happened. This is happening, so this is nothing new. But W video, y'all give me y'all 2 cents on this, and and I'll respond. But W video.